All right, so by now you know how to spot the hijack, module 1, and how to stop it, module 2. But have you ever wondered why you get triggered by some things and maybe not others? Why does let's say a colleague interrupting you make you furious, but a client interrupting you, they don't? Or why does a messy kitchen ruin your mood, but a messy desk, well, that looks fine. See, triggers are not random. They are actual data. They're pointing to a specific need that feels threatened. So if we can identify that need, we can stop taking the trigger personally. In 2008, neuroscientist David Rock published a framework called the SCARF model. See, his research showed something pretty incredible. Your brain treats social threats with the exact same intensity as physical threats. So being excluded from a meeting activates the same pain centers in the brain as a punch to the face, so to speak. Or being micromanaged triggers the same survival fear as being cornered by a predator. See, the brain classifies these social needs into 5 specific domains, and we use the acronym SCARF, SCARF. Let's break down the 5 buttons people can push in your brain. S is for status. You see, this is your relative importance to others. If someone critiques your work publicly or gives you unsolicited advice, they're threatening your status. And your brain says something like, hey, I'm being lowered. Am I less than that? Next is C. C is for certainty. See, the brain craves prediction. So if your boss says, hey, we need to talk later, but doesn't say why, well, your certainty drops to 0, and your brain hates ambiguity and treats it as, well, danger. And then A is for autonomy. This is a sense of control over events. So if someone micromanages you or forces you to do something without your input, they're basically attacking your autonomy. You feel trapped. And R is for relatedness. This is a feeling of safety with others, friend or foe. So if you're left off an email chain or feel like an outsider in a group, your relatedness is threatened. You feel unsafe, okay? And F is for fairness. And this is the perception of fair exchange. So if you see a colleague get credit for your work, or if rules are applied inconsistently, it triggers a massive fairness response. It feels like an injustice. Here's the revelation, folks. You probably have 1 or 2 domains that are your main buttons. See, I have a client who is very high on autonomy. He doesn't care about status. I mean, you can critique him all day long, but if you tell him exactly how to write an email, he explodes on you. And then another client is high on fairness. She doesn't care about micromanagement, but if someone cuts in line at the coffee shop per se, it ruins her entire morning. See, when you get triggered, it's not because the other person is evil, it's because they stepped on your scarf button. All right, so your assignment for this module is to be an investigator, okay? So download the Trigger Decoder worksheet, that's links in the description. And what I want you to do is look at the last time you were triggered, maybe the one you analyzed in module 1. Look at the situation and ask which scarf letter was threatened. Was my status attacked? Was my autonomy taken away? Was this unfair? See, when you name the threat, you tame the threat. You realize I'm not crazy. I just have a high need for certainty, and this situation is pretty ambiguous. Understanding the root cause changes everything. It turns basically anger into insight. But insight isn't enough on its own. We need to permanently change how you react when that button gets pushed. So in our final video, module 4, we're going to basically be the neural architect. We're going to wire a new response so that the next time your autonomy is threatened, hey, you stay cool. So decode your trigger, and I'll see you in the final module.